got no motion.
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And, Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very much works in progress.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Holmgren with a screen on Paul. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And so he hits both. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Sochan, defended by Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. That's good from Paul on the assist by Johnson. Paul's got 6.
And Paul is dangerous from the perimeter. You can't let him get comfortable from that corner pocket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Wembanyama finds Paul. Here's Vassell, defended by Caruso. Johnson outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Holmgren with a screen on Paul. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Paul surveying the floor. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Johnson outside. Shoots over Dort. Johnson can't hit.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
San Antonio leading by 3. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daignault. David, what did he say?
And I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. Here's Wembanyama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Williams.
A generational talent. Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
For the Thunder, Hartenstein comes in for Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Alex Caruso. And San Antonio also making a switch. Zach Collins checked in for Sochan. Joe in the corner. To the inside. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Hartenstein with the screen on Paul. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Back to Paul. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Assisted by Paul's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Williams, a screen on Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 10.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Fades back. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Dort against Johnson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Lets the three fly. No good on the shot. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Mason Wallace is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Holmgren against Wembanyama. Holmgren in the post. Out to Wallace. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Wallace. Holmgren's got it back down to single digits for the Thunder. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
That's a 2 from Paul. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Wallace with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Paul against Holmgren. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Wembanyama looking it over. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Ranking. Taking a look at Washington. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I look at Oklahoma City. They're right where they want to be. Already competing for the top spot. It's going to be a season-long battle, which is exactly what we all anticipate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Alex Caruso in for Case and Wallace. Hartenstein with the screen on Vassell. Caruso. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Isaiah Joe.
Number 2, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, here's Holmgren. Defended by Sohan. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs leading by 11. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Houston. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Plays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Johnson, the pass to Sohan. A 3 from Wembanyama. San Antonio again missing. Thunder trailing by 9. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that. Good play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Vassell, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Holmgren in the corner. Over Paul. Holmgren gets the bucket. Now just a 5-point Spurs lead. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11 points. Johnson right side. Wembanyama, a screen on Caruso. San Antonio again missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Holmgren with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And stolen by Vassell.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Chet Holmgren.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
First team foul.
The free throw drops for Sohan. And so Sohan nails both of them. And here is Caruso. Hasn't made one yet. Driving to the basket. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. When it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. Next up, and that's all for us. Now,
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
On the floor for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at point. And you hear Richard about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Oklahoma City trail it. Williams kicks to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Can't hit from in close. San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Paul passes to Sohan. Johnson kicks to Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Puts the move on. Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Spurs. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Sohan. He's guarded by Williams. 6 to shoot. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Outside Williams. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Sohan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Sohan's got 5 points so far.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Williams, a screen on Vassell. Caruso, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama passes to Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. There's Williams on the slam by Williams.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Spurs have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since a pretty slow start offensively. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for the Thunder. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Sohan. 3-pointer. Wembanyama spacing the floor.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Holmgren with a screen on Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And he banks in the layup. Vassell's got 7 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
They are just killing them on the interior.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Sohan. He's guarded by Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama for 3. That shot missing. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs out in front. They're up by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama with it. Bucket is good. And the Spurs lead by 1.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Lets it fly. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 1 now for the Thunder. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Here we go, fans.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Sohan. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. There's the triple. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. Over Barnes. Holmgren can't hit.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game, both teams leaving it all out there.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Branham. Puts it up from 12, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Holmgren with a screen on Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter. Floats it up for Wembanyama up in the rafters.
If Wemby wants to be one of the greats, this is where he will be judged. And what a big shot to add to his resume.
Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Vassell. And it's San Antonio with another.
The growth of Vassell has been so impressive, willing and ready to bury these important shots.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Holmgren, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Wembanyama's got 9 points now in just the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Wembanyama with the rebound. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Second chance shot. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Devin Vassell. First personal foul. First team.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Sohan. He's guarded by Williams. From deep, Johnson can't knock in the 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.